Hello everybody, this is Mindy from Truth Creative, and today I'm going to discuss how to edit your Word document that you downloaded for my Etsy store. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. It's pretty simple. I'm going to go over a few things before I open up the document. First, I will either have a single document in there, or it will be just the single page right here. I'll show you. It will just be the single document and that's it. And you will able to edit this and then save it as a PDF, and then you could send it to one of your printing companies if you want to print it professionally. Now, if you want to print it from home, I will also have a layout on 8.5 by 11 landscape or portrait, depending on what kind of flyer it is, or what the sizes are, that you will go in there and it will have multiple ones per page, okay? And the reason why for this is because it will be made easy for you to print on regular 8.5 by 11 paper, and it would just be easier for you. So yes, that's what I did, and this is the document. I double clicked onto this one. It's a flyer double, and you will see it right here. I always put the cut lines right here. You have the center cut lines, you have the outer cut lines, and all you do is have to cut within those lines, okay? Now, in this, you would have to change from one side to the next, because if you change this, it's not going to change that. So you do have to continue to change it. But if you'll see as I go on, okay? So if you want to change this logo, what I would recommend is choosing a logo not with a background, but with a transparent background, meaning it will have no white or anything. It would be completely see-through, nothing there, and just the logo or the symbol or whatever you want to put here. So what I'll show you right now, if you go to right click, you go change picture, and I would recommend doing this. Do not go and delete this like this and then go into your insert pictures, because it will just not stay in the same spot and it will mess up. Or you could do that, but it's really up to you. So oops, I didn't mean to do that. There you go. So all you do is have to select the picture area, right click, change picture from file. And that's when you go in here and change a picture. You want one with a transparent background. This is a PNG file. It's pretty big, and it's a transparent background. Then you double click it, and ta-da. This is my Sims 4, by the way, logo. And ta-da, it's done. But if you would have done it with the one with the background, you will see this, okay? A box. And that doesn't look too good, okay? If that's all you have, that's all you have. But if you have a logo with a transparent background, I would recommend that instead. So let's Control Z, okay? And then if you want to edit it, it's pretty simple. You go free designs, okay? And it says free designs, right? Well, then you're wondering, oh, the caps are gone. All you do is have Control A. Oops, my bad. Why is it doing that? No. Control A, so it select all. Then you go into Home, and you go under it's by the font and everything. You see this capitalized and then lowercase a. You just click the drop-down menu and put uppercase, and it automatically does uppercase for you. And it's like, ta-da! It's done. But then you have to come over here and do the same thing on this. I would just recommend going copy. And then, oh, sorry, I'm doing that kind of fast. You select inside it, Control A for, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Control A to select all, Control C to copy it, okay? It's Command A or Command C. Anything that says Control is usually Command in Mac. So it's Command A or Command C or Control A or Control C for PC. And then you go in here and you go Control or Command A for selecting all, Control and Command V for pasting, and ta-da, it's done. Okay, it's really that simple. All you do is have to copy and paste once you get one side done, and then you're gonna say, okay, all you do is, in order to get in these, is just click inside of them. It's really that simple. And then spring cleaning, you just go, okay, Control or Command A for selecting all, and you go, okay, I want for all my friends. Okay, exclamation mark. Okay, so you want to caps again, so you go Control A or Command A, and you go up to this little symbol right here, the lower upper and lowercase symbol, and you go to uppercase. Well, now you notice it's too big. Okay, it's really that simple. All you do is have to see this right here. You have the font size, and then you have this one and this one. This one has a little A with an upper arrow. This has a little A with a lower arrow. You want to make it smaller by going on the lower arrow. If you want to make the text bigger, you go on the bigger arrow. Okay, so right now this is the lower arrow one. It says decrease the font size. Okay, you just click it until it fits, and you're like, oh, okay, that fits. Look at that. And then if you want to do it exactly, you just have to mess around with it, like 27.5. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Oh, how did that happen? Sometimes I wonder. 27.5. And that looks a little better than the other one. And you're like, for all my friends, yay. So now you just go into that one, you just Control or Command. I hate when it does that. Okay, Control or Command A, Control or Command C to copy, and then you go into this and Control or Command A to select all, and Control Command V to paste. And then that side is done as well. Now, sometimes you can't really mess with these boxes all that much. See, this box overlaps this. I can't get to this text at all. So what I would recommend is doing something like this. You click inside, and then you see this little box around it. Click where you see how my mouse right here, right? This is my mouse. See how it has the 4 arrows going both ways? Click on that line and it will make solid. At first it was dashed, now it's solid. And all you do is have to bring it down to get it out of that, and then you can go in here. And that's just how you're going to have to do it. So you Command or select all, and you, whatever you want to say, limited time only. Limited time only from April 27th through August 28th, 2018. And then you go, okay, that's too small. So you go select all, and you keep going. Oh, that's down. Keep going up until it gets there. That's a little too big. 11.5, a little too small. Okay, so this, for some reason, this doesn't do that. It's either you do 11.5 or 12 point. You can't do 11.8 or 11.75. It won't do that. It goes from size 1 to 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5. That's just how where it is. So it just seems like 12 is the better one. Then all you do is, if you notice, it's cut down on the bottom. All you do is see that little circle right there. You just do it until you see an up and down arrow, and then drag a little bit just to see the whole text. Once that is done, make sure you select inside there, Control or Command All to select all, Control Command C to copy. Okay, because you want to get it over here. Then you have to get this wonderful thing back up. So use the nudge arrows after you selected it to bring it back up and center it again. Okay. And then you're just like, okay, that's done. But then now you have to do it over on this side. And this is the only layer on this document that happens with. On the other documents it don't. So you select inside this layer, you go, stop that. Control or Command All A for all, Control or Command A for all, Control or Command V to paste. And then you have to move this down a little bit more again. And then you move this back. No, not that one. Oh, dude. Okay, and then you select that and you move it back up. Moving on up. Okay. And then after that, it's so simple. He's like, well, I want 25% off. Oh, it didn't change much, so you just have to do 20% off. Or you could say, for all my friends, limited only. I'll just say any design. Select all, Control or Command A for select all, and then you just do that, and then you go to the A, the uppercase, to make it uppercase again. And there you go. Of course, you have to reposition it because it's now smaller. You just have to reposition things to make it look the way you want it to look, because now it's a lot smaller. Yeah. So yeah, you go for all my design, and then you click in there, you go Command or okay, you click in there, you go Command or Control A, or Command or Control A, Command and Control C for copying. You go in here, go Command and Control A to select all, Command and Control V to do that. Now you want these to be on the same level, okay? You do not want them, so you could just go, you select this one, and then you shift and go into this one, and it selects both of them, okay? Wait, first I want you to do this. I want you to go in till it's, do that, because you don't want all these, the space. You don't need all that space. Now you do that so after you resized it, and then you go to Format, you go into Align, and you want to align it in the middle, right here. See where there's, it aligns it, I don't know how to say it. It's not, if you were to align it from up here to down here, it would be the one that says Align Center. If you were to align it from across from each other, it would be Align Middle. And then it aligned. So it just doesn't look so uneven, okay? So for any design, Act Now, Act Now and Save. I don't want to spend too much time doing this. Act Now and Save, or I'll just say Act Now. Act Now, exclamation part. Then you go Command or Control A, or Control or Command A, because I have an actual PC. Go to Home, did this little symbol to do the uppercase. Then you're like, okay, well this can get bigger, so you want it not that big. Okay. You want to extend it so you can see it. When I make it bigger, oh, because it jumps. Okay, so you want 49. At a certain point, it jumps to like a bigger, like right there, 72, 48 to 72. Well, you don't want it that big, so you're just going to have to start inserting it on 55, maybe 55.5. I think that's good. And then you extend it so it doesn't, none of it's there, and then you move it, moving on up. Now having two A's right here, it looks really off. I personally wouldn't do that, but you know, oh shoot, I did it again. So after you copied it from over here, you do the same thing. You Command and Control A for selecting all, Command and Control V for pasting it, move the box so nothing's being cut off. Okay, and then you want to do it again. You select this, then you shift select that, and then you go into Format and you go into Align and Align Middle. So it'd be perfectly aligned. You look at it and you're like, okay, that looks okay. That's not bad. And then you're like, okay, well, we could say we offer deals almost every day for everyone. I'm just coming up with some stuff right now. And then I thought, oh, okay, that one's fine. So I'm just going to Control Command Select All. So I hate when it does that. Control Command Select, oh, forgot the O. Control Command Select All, or and then go up to the double A right here and do uppercase. And then you go Control Command C to copy. Then you go over here, Control Command A, Control Command C. Oh no, that was wrong again. Control Command A, C, Control Command A for selecting all, Control Command V to paste. If I would get that straight. Yeah, so that's about it. And then you just go in here. If you want your contact name, you go, okay, my contact name is, our company name is Truth Creative, and my email, okay, I'll say it's MERICKSON@truthcreative.com. This is actual my email. And then my phone number, I'm just going to leave it there because I'm not going to change it. But if you say, and then you go Command Control A for select all, go into the double A up here, uppercase. You could do other things in here as well. You can do capitalize each word, toggle case, you can lowercase, you can do a sentence case. So when you type it, you don't have to worry about all that stuff, all trying to make it all caps and all that stuff. You go Command Control C, Command and Control C, Command and Control A, then Command and Control C to select all and to copy. Then you come over and Command Control A again, and you Control V to paste it. Ta-da! If you make a mistake, all you do is Command and Control Z, and you can get out of that. Okay, so now let's say you're finished editing your document and you want to go print it. Oh, sorry. You just go to File, Print, and you look at this. You select your printer, and you got to make sure you select your printer from the drop-down menu. You say how many copies you want. If you want 100 copies, but what I would recommend is you print testing. Okay, always print test, especially if you don't have a double-sided printer. You always print test. You go in there, you print one side, then you go in there and make sure which way you need to do it to print the next side, okay? Or if you have a double-sided printer, you can just print it and see if it goes the right way. If it doesn't, then you have to, usually it does though, because Microsoft Word is pretty good with that. Usually it prints on the opposite side. If not, then you need to pretty much test it out and figure it out, okay? But these are pretty simple. You just do that. You go print all pages, print one-sided because this is only one-sided. But if you have two-sided, you go in here and do both-sided. But see, this is what I mean by it. Say both-sided, print both-sided long edge, print both-sided short edge. Okay? I usually do long edges for landscape, but it really does depend because I've done it before on another computer and it didn't work quite well, and I had to change it to the other one, and then it worked. So if you do double-sided printing and you notice it prints on the wrong side, just notice if you have it print on one-sided here, you have it only on this one, then you're like, oh well, I guess it's not that one, it has to be this one. Well, on the short edge. So you just have to do a one test print. Once you get that down straight, then you are good to go. There is no, you're good to go, and then you can print as many copies as you want. But if it's only one-sided, it's pretty simple. There's nothing after. Make sure it's landscape. Make sure it's 8.5 by 11. Make sure it's narrow, and make sure it's 1 page per sheet. Okay. Once you do that, all you do is hit print, and it will print your artwork. Now my computer is going to be going on the printing spree. Okay. Pressing buttons. So yeah, so that's all you do to print your artwork. Now when you get your artwork out, it's really simple to cut. It's going to be a pain in the butt, y'all, to print this out and cut like 100 of these. It's just going to be a pain in the butt. So what I would recommend is either going to a company like FedEx, what is it called? Kinko's, sorry. Go to Kinko's or go into a printing company and bring them in and say, hey, can you cut these for me? Or do they have a cutting machine for you to use? They won't let you use a professional one, but they have these professional ones that cut them all at once, and it's really awesome. So you could just check that out and see how much it would cost for them to cut it for you, because honestly, it'd be a pain in the butt. Unless you had a group of people that would help, you can cut multiple pages on one of those little tiny cutting machines, not a machine, but a cutting devices you get from Walmart or something for like 15 bucks. And you can cut maybe a few multiple pages to get what you need. I personally I would always, even though the cut lines are here, I would aim for a little smaller, just a tad, so that you know you don't have any white border around. Okay, so I would do that personally. That's what I do when I go and cut them. When I used to cut them on the professional machine at where I used to work, I would just go just a tiny bit. So it's only a little bit smaller than 5x7, but there is no white border. Okay, so yep, that is how you print your edit, print, and cut your Word document. Yep, it's really that simple. If you have any more questions, just let me know and I will be glad to help you in any way possible. So just give me a message on Etsy and I will get back to you as soon as I can. All right. I hope this helped you a lot. And yeah, toodles.